Hey, what's up guys, MGH here. Welcome back to another Arsenal Career Mode episode, and straight away in this episode we are continuing the journey in the Champions League. Of course, we have played our first leg of the round of 16 against Spartak Moscow. We got a 2-2 draw, meaning we do have 2 away goals, and you can see some of the other fixtures that have been going on. It looks like a lot of the strong teams will be going through. Technically, it looks like we'll be going up against Bayern if you look at the tree there, but we all know it doesn't quite work out like that. We could literally have anyone else. It doesn't seem to match up when you see which teams go through to the next round. Blah blah blah. It's always been like that, and of course they never fix these things in career mode. You pretty much get a reskin every year, so we have come to expect that to stay the same, and it'll probably be the same for many years to come. But either way, let's get into the game. We're at home. Like I said, 2 away goals. They've got 2 goals as well, but we are technically going through here with a 0-0 draw. That's absolutely fine, but if we can score a goal, it will make things a lot easier. And I can just go ahead and tell you this right now, as you're watching this background gameplay, that this was a really frustrating game. I tell you what, I feel like whenever I come up against the so-called weaker sides, I struggle. Whereas if I maybe had Real Madrid here or Barcelona, maybe I'd be doing better. I don't know what it was, or I don't know what it is, sorry, about playing these lower rated teams. I just seem to really struggle. In the Champions League, I mean. So, yeah, this first half wasn't great, to be fair, and it was always going to be a struggle to score because I haven't been playing too brilliantly with this 3-4-3 system recently. In the last episode, I ended up switching to a 4-2-3-1, which seemed to help. But in this game, I stuck with the 3-4-3. We did concede an away goal, meaning that at this state in which the game is now, we are being knocked out of the Champions League, and I cannot afford to be knocked out in the round of 16 when I really should be getting to the semi-finals, maybe even the final, maybe even winning it because of the team I have. And it was a very poor goal to concede. And in this second half, it was all about just making sure I make the chances that I need to score and be clinical, and it just wasn't happening, guys. No matter what I did, Spartak Moscow had all of the possession, they were having all of the chances. It was just one of those games, and I really thought at this point this could be the downfall of my series. You know, I'm really not playing very well right now, and I could be knocked out of the competition so early on. I mean, look, we're in the 79th minute here, still not looking like scoring. You're going to see I'm passing it around. I'm doing some nice football here, but I just cannot break through. No matter how hard I tried, they were just defending so tightly, and there was nothing I could do. So in the very last minute, I had to go for it. I put it up that left side for Griezmann, and I just ran with it. Just hope that someone's in the box here. And fortunately, there's Bellerin, and he smashes it into the far corner. Bellerin is the hero of today. That goal is enough to put us through should it stay 1-1. We still have a couple of minutes of extra time, but Bellerin, I have to applaud Bellerin. He has been so incredibly good in this series. He's won Player of the Month. I think he's probably on course to win it again, potentially, because he has been popping up with these goals every now and again. For me, Bellerin has to be one of the best players in FIFA 18. And to be fair, in FIFA 17, he was incredible. And FIFA 16, I would say, as well. But I don't know what it is about this 3-4-3 system with Bellerin and Kolasinac on the wings. It just works. Although it hasn't been going well lately, we have managed to win, well, not win the game, but we've won the tie, and we will be going through to the next stage of the Champions League. That was a little bit stressful though, wasn't it? So now we're going to go into the FA Cup. This is, I believe, round 4. Might be wrong there, but I thought we would be able to beat Watford, seeing as they're doing so poorly in the Premier League. We get a 2-0 win there, and we're going to go into our next Premier League game, which is West Brom at the Hawthorns. A really nice stadium, by the way. I really like the pitch in FIFA 18. It's a nice one. You know, I'm a sucker for stadiums. I love it when they look nice, and it does make a difference for me. For some reason, like if there's a team that I want to do with career mode, do a career mode with, they have to have a good stadium. But we start off really well in this game. Look at that. Griezmann scoring in the first few minutes. A lovely assist from Sterling. He's so good at running at players. And a cheeky little sweat across the goal there. And I think it's just been lifted over the keeper's legs. So very, very lucky that it wasn't parried out or saved or whatever. We managed to get the early goal. And at this point, I was really, really frustrated because I thought I was going to get a red card. I remember putting my controller down there thinking, wow. Because the crowd were going insane, you know, off, off, off. You know how they do that chant. And I was thinking to myself, I really didn't do a bad challenge there. It wasn't that bad. Look at Shaw in the background there. Just, yeah, he's dived Fortunately, they don't score from it, and we only got a yellow card. But West Brom did look pretty good going forward. They've got a very physical team, as we know, and they've actually scored. Yes, a back post cross. And again, Mustafi out of position. You'll see I have this quite a lot in this career mode with this 3 at the back formation. You find that there's just little gaps at the back there. Whenever they whip it in, it can be a little bit dangerous. But we're going for a cross ourselves here. It does fall into the middle of the box there, which just cannot be finished off. It really should be 2-1 before half-time here. We get the ball with Sterling, and we're going to go on one of those runs that he loves to make. Look at this, so quick. He finds Bellerin. Is he going to score again? He is! He is in form right now, Bellerin, the number 24. He is so good at doing this, making those runs. His finishing could be a little bit better, but if he's coming up with the odd goal, as a defender, that is absolutely fine by me. So now into the second half, where I'm just going to be straight up with you guys. Barely anything happened. Look, we're already in the 79th minute. West Brom weren't really attacking much, and I was unable to break through their defence. They were sitting back. It felt like they were just happy to take the 2-1 loss at this point. They weren't really going for it. And that's exactly what happens. You'll see the referee blows the whistle. The most boring second half I've had in a long time, but we get the 3 points. That's all that matters. So we got drawn with Juventus in the Champions League. I was excited by that. It's good to get a tough team. And to get to this game, I did have to simulate 3 games after the West Brom match. And against Southampton, we lost 1-0. All 3 games were at home, by the way. So that's why I've decided to simulate these games to get some pace on the series. I want to get back on the PS4 as soon as I can. We had Burnley. We beat them 2-1, which was a good result. So after losing to Southampton, we bounced back. And then Stoke City, we've beaten them 2-0 at home as well. So 2 wins from 3 there, which does mean we are still going to be top of the table as we go into an absolutely huge tie against Juventus in the Champions League and with Chelsea in between. It's a really tough run of fixtures, this. So we're going to change up the team a little bit here. Fekir is going to come in. We know how good Fekir has been for us. We're also thinking of making a change in the defence, but a lot of my players were a little bit tired, so I've stuck with Titi there. And, you know, I've just got to go for it, even though a couple of players were looking a little bit tired, but not tired enough to have to change them. So, here we go, guys, into the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Juventus, the Italian champions. You'll never guess who's in goal. It's Buffon! What a surprise. He's still going to be playing in FIFA 25 at this rate, which is just unbelievable. Higuain up front with Dybala behind him. They've got Bernardeschi on the right. A very strong defence. Eric Bailly and Carvajal, 2 very good signings there. Nastasic from Schalke, and of course Alexandro, one of the best left-backs in the game. So, if anything, I knew that going forward was going to be my challenge in this game. And if I could get a goal against Juventus, I'd be very pleased. But also, I need to make sure I'm not conceding an away goal. Now, we get very unlucky here. I thought this was a penalty at first, but upon seeing the replay, it was outside of the box. So we're going to get a free kick. And I wanted to lay this off for Xhaka to hit with his left foot, but for some reason, I don't know why, he's gone with his right. Even though I shaped it so he could hit it with his left foot. You know how good his left foot is. It's just typical, isn't it? And then I injure my own player. Van Dijk has gone down after a challenge from, well, it was Leno jumping for the ball there in the air, and he's just completely knocked him down. You can see the referee signals for a change here, or the medical team to come on the pitch, which is never a good sign. So Van Dijk does need to be substituted. We bring on Koscielny, 81 rated Koscielny. He's really starting to go down, which is of course not very nice. And you will see at the end of this game how long Virgil van Dijk will be out for. Remember, there's only 2 months left of the season roughly, so hopefully it's not too serious. But Koscielny coming on, we'll just have to make do. It's not too bad. He's still a great player. And actually, from their free kick, we almost get on the counter there and score. But now here come Juventus on another attack. It's passed through to Higuain. We've got Koscielny chasing him down. Not able to get the first challenge in. He recovers. And yeah, let's just take him out. Let's just give away a penalty. Why not? Great start, Koscielny. Great to have you back in the team today. And now this was hilarious. You'll see I pressed B here to point into the top right corner. And he went for it! I was absolutely killing myself laughing. I pointed where I wanted the ball to go, and he went for it, which was just absolutely hilarious. And now, just before half-time, having conceded a penalty, we almost took the lead again, but it was 0-0 going into the second half. This game was absolutely crazy. Now, Lacazette on the ball. We're going to pass this through for Fekir. Can he get a shot away? Yes, he can, but it's parried by the legend himself, Buffon. Maybe he should have gone the other side of the goal there. Maybe a low-driven shot into the bottom right corner would have worked. Now Griezmann on the ball. He was having a very quiet game, but he gets on the ball and does well to get the shot away, which gets blocked. We were having chance after chance, and we were just not able to break down Buffon, the Italian wall. Another chance there, but Nastasic defends it so well. Decided to bring on Sterling with a quick substitution as they made a change as well. Pjanic coming on. Here is Sterling on the ball, passes it to Xhaka, out on the left side for Kolasinac. Can he get another assist? So close, Lacazette. He's got to finish that. If I'm going to be winning the Champions League, have any hope of doing so, I need to be scoring those kind of chances. And I need to be defending well. And this is not a good example of it. And bravo, Matt. You conceded an away goal with just a minute to spare. And of course, it's a defender. They were playing on all-out attack. I was hoping I could hit them on the break and score. But instead, I've conceded the cheesiest goal. So now we're going to take our kickoff and we are going to go all out. We've already had one late goal in this episode. Can we get another one? Bellerin on the ball. He's going to pass it onto the right side for Fekir. And of course, we want it on his left foot. He crosses it across to Sterling. And Kolasinac, he has pounced on a mistake made by Buffon, who has been so solid in this episode. It is such a dodgy goal. When I scored it, I thought, oh no, I'm going to get loads of comments, people saying that I'm cheating or something, because it's just one of those goals. You're going to have to just trust me, guys. I think Buffon's just stepped out as if I was going to pass it across, and I've just caught him out, and it's a tight angle. Kolasinac, who has been, of course, very good for us at left wing back, he's managed to squeeze it in, and that is going to get us a goal back. 1-1 going into the next leg as the referee blows the whistle now. What a game against Juventus, and that second leg is going to be intense. And of course, Chelsea coming up as well. But here is the injury. Van Dijk is, of course, out for 2 months. Exactly the distance of the rest of the season. So we are going to have to play without Van Dijk. He might be back in time for some of the last games of the season, but it's looking unlikely. But that is going to wrap up this video, guys. We're back to live commentary tomorrow as I'm feeling a lot better. Thank you for all your well wishes, by the way. I am feeling okay now. We're going to get back into the swing of things. We'll do some live com over this Chelsea game tomorrow. And, of course, the next game against Juventus. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe, guys. And I will see you next time.